In previous lecture, we have discussed about the nomenclature of the ECG, assigning of the waves, and significance of the waves and deflections, and finally we discuss about the normal values of the ECG. This was our previous lecture. In today's topic, we will be discussing about the correlation of ECG to cardiac event. Correlation of ECG to cardiac event. I think I should sit there. Today's lecture will be discussing about the correlation of ECG to cardiac event. Correlation of the ECG to mechanical event, I mean systole and diastole. Correlation of the ECG to heart sounds. And finally, correlation of the ECG to action potential. We have started from the cell, I mean from action potential. Right now, slowly we will finish this physics and principle of the ECG. Tomorrow we will have another lecture about the rules and fact and basic principle of the ECG, totally or used in basic and fundamental of the ECG. Right now, correct correlation of ECG to cardiac event. What is representing this P wave? Arterial. Correlation of the ECG to mechanical event, to cardiac event. P wave is representing atrial depolarization, or P wave reflecting. P wave is reflecting to atrial depolarization. After the P wave, we will come to this segment. What is representing this segment? This segment.
Contraction delay or
Atrial depolarization. And what about this segment?
Pure segment.
This segment which is started from the end of the P wave to the onset
Pure
of the R wave.
segment.
This is called
Pure segment.
PR segment. What is representing the PR segment? AV nodal conduction. AV nodal conduction. Again, we will start. What is from here to? This is PR interval. What is representing PR interval?
two things.
There are two things. Two electrical events. One is atrial depolarization. Another is AV nodal conduction. Or this PR interval is also focused about a time which is required for impulse to traverse into the conduction system before QRS complex is produced. A time which is required for impulse which traverses into the ventricular conduction system before QRS complex is produced or established. So the atrial depolarization, the P wave represents atrial depolarization, the PR segment represents E, and the PR interval represents two electrical events, atrial depolarization as well as AV nodal conduction. Totally, this is a time which is required for the impulse to traverse into the ventricular conduction before QRS complex is established. This was AV conduction. Right now, what is representing this complex?
Complete.
Ventricular depolarization.
Complete.
QRS complex. QRS complex. Here, what is representing the PR interval? Two electrical events, atrial depolarization and AV nodal, a time which is required for impulse to traverse into the ventricular conduction system before QRS complex is established. The second, large wave, strong wave. What is representing the QRS complex?
Complete ventricular depolarization.
P wave plus PR segment. The QRS complex is representation of the ventricular depolarization. Ventricular depolarization. What is representing this T segment? That phase of the action potential. Or there is a pause, or in this period the heart is intractable or refractory period. So in this T segment represent plateau phase of the action potential, Fla2, and a pause clinically. A pause during which the QRS complex is completed its depolarization, and this is the segment occurs B for the T wave. B for T wave. Another T. What is representing the T wave? Reticular repolarization. What is you?
Purkinje fiber.
There are different opinions regarding of the T wave. The source is uncertain, but they say three things. First, they say that Purkinje
Fiber
fiber
repolarization.
repolarization. The second, septal ventricular repolarization, and the third one is slow phase of ventricular depolarization, and some is briefed about the papillary repolarization muscle. So the T wave representation, the T wave source is not clear, but they think that the T wave represents septal ventricular depolarization and slow ventricular depolarization and Purkinje fiber repolarization and finally papillary muscle depolarization. This was about the T wave, U wave. Answer that. CER. Septal ventricular repolarization. Another slow phase of ventricular repolarization and Purkinje Purkinje cell repolarization, or finally papillary muscle repolarization. Now again, we should first correlate the cardiac event to the ECG event. First we correlate cardiac event to the ECG event. For example, we have got P wave. What is representing the P wave? Atrial repolarization. After the P wave, we have got PR segment. What is representing the P wave? Ventricular conduction. After that, we have got QRS complex, which is representation of the ventricular. And after that, we have got this T segment. This T segment represents pause or a refractive period. And what is representing the T wave? Ventricular repolarization. Finally, there is a wave which is called U wave. The source is uncertain, but there are some brief the septal ventricular repolarization, slow ventricular repolarization, papillary muscle repolarization, and Purkinje cell repolarization. This was about the finally. We have forgot to tell you about the QRS Q interval. QT. What is representing QT interval? This is the time duration during which two electrical events occur. One is this systole, another is diastole. The Q wave represents systole and the T wave represents diastole. It is started from the beginning of the Q wave to the end of the T wave. Electrical event that we see during this period, QRS complex, which represents ventricular depolarization, is T segment a pause or it is refractory period, and T wave represents ventricular repolarization, and U wave represents septal ventricular repolarization slow phase, phase 1 in action potential. QT interval, a total time for duration of systole. This was the correlation of the ECG event to cardiac event. Right now we move to the correlation of the ECG event to mechanical event. I mean to ventricular systole and diastole. When we are talking about the systole, we should think about the ventricle. When we are talking about the diastole, we should think about relaxation. And we are talking about the mechanical event, we should also think about the excitation or atrial or ventricular activation. Right now, the correlation of ECG to the mechanical event. From here, from this part to main part of the Q wave, QRS complex. This is represents systole or mechanical event atrial contraction. This was from the beginning a little bit from this part of the P wave to the mid part of the QRS complex represent atrial systole or atrial contraction. We don't see atrial depolarization. Why? Because the atrial depolarization is a slow wave, gradually produced, and during the production of the atrial depolarization, the QRS complex is also activated. And this small wave, which is T wave, is buried into the QRS complex, or this QRS complex capture this slow wave and small wave. That is why we don't see atrial depolarization, but we see atrial depolarization, but we don't see atrial depolarization. The second, from mid part of from the beginning of the Q wave to the end of the T wave. This is called systole, ventricular systole. Or here is ventricular contraction. So you should, from the beginning of, from this part of the P wave to the mid portion of the QRS complex is represent atrial systole or ventricular contraction. From here, from the beginning of the Q wave to the end of the T wave represent systolic or ventricular contraction. Now, between V1 and V2 here, we will hear first heart sound, this one. And this is also represent is 2. Between them is 3. This was about the correlation of the ECG to
Mechanical.
mechanical to heart sound. Correlation of the ECG to cardiac event, correlation of the ECG to mechanical event, correlation of the ECG to heart sound, and correlation of the ECG to action potential. Correlation of the ECG event to the action potential, cardiac action potential. We start from zero phase. This zero phase represents R wave. Or during this period, ventricular depolarization. Or during this period, we will accept ventricular contraction. So the zero phase is representing the R wave. R wave represents free ventricular wall depolarization. Zero phases represent R wave. What is representing the R wave?
Free wall depolarization.
Free ventricular wall depolarization, or the major part is depolarized. So zero wave corresponds to the R wave. And this phase 1 is representation of the slow phase 1. Representation of the slow ventricular depolarization. Slow ventricular depolarization, or septal, or papillary muscle, or Purkinje cells. This phase 2 represents plateau phase of the action potential. Why this? During this period, intracellular and extracellular electrically are equal. When the potassium is going from outside the cell, the calcium is coming from the inside the cell, the electrical inside the cell and outside the cell, the electrical balance are balanced. So, and therefore they produce a plateau phase of the action potential. During this plateau phase of the action potential, calcium is coming from outside the cell into the inside the cell. And this calcium also depolarize the endoplasmic reticulum. And the role of ryanodine channel should not be forget. This calcium stimulate, this calcium come and accumulated inside the cell, and this calcium is bent to the tropomyosin. Tropomyosin. And this calcium pull out the tropomyosin. Pull out the tropomyosin from troponin. This calcium bent to troponin, and troponin pull out the tropomyosin. And then actin-myosin cross-bridging formation occurs and the ventricle is contracted. During the plateau phase, calcium is coming, this calcium stimulate the endoplasmic reticulum, release much more calcium. All those calcium which is already present inside the cell, they are totally go through the troponin and they bend to the troponin and pull out the troponin and optimizing cross-bridging formation occurs. By this mechanism, the heart is start contracting. During this period, this plateau phase was present. Because the heart is busy about the depolarization and contraction. So here, this plateau phase or phase 2 represent ST segment. ST segment. Right now we are coming to the phase 3. This phase 3 represents repolarization, but rapid phases or rapid phases of ventricular repolarization produced by phase 3. And 0 and phase 4 represent isoelectric lines. Now again, correlation of ECG to cardiac event. P wave represents arterial polarization, PR segment represents heavy nodal conduction, PR interval represents wave plus segment. From the beginning of the P wave to the onset of the R wave, this is called PR interval. This PR interval is also tell us atrioventricular conduction time, or this is a time which is required for an impulse to traverse into the ventricular conduction system before QRS complex is produced. After that, what is representing the QRS complex? QRS complex is representation of the ventricular free wall contraction. During this period, this wave, it is made from 3 waves, but they are represented with a single unit. QRS, QRS complex, Q representation of the septal ventricular depolarization, R represent ventricular free wall, and S wave represent the basal part. Correlation of ECG to mechanical event. From this portion, from the beginning or a little away from the beginning, the P comes to mid part of the QRS complex. This represents systolia, ventricular contraction. From the mid part of this QRS complex to the end of the T wave represent ventricular systole. After that, maybe ventricular systole. This is diastole, ventricular diastole. Another correlation of ECG to heart sound, first heart sound and second heart sound. And finally, correlation of ECG to action potential. The 4 phase, phase 4 represent isoelectric line, 0 phase represent ventricular depolarization, and phase 1 represents slow ventricular repolarization or septal, and phase 2 represent plateau phase of the action potential, which is compatible to the ST segment. And finally, phase 3 represent rapid phases of ventricular repolarization. This was about the correlation of the ECG to
4 events of
yes, 4 events. Today's lecture was very short, but it was very interesting.